deal, y'all?
What's good?
What up, though?
It's your girl, the Caribbean Chocolate, Jocelyn Navarro.
Good. It's the one and only Rufus Lala.
This your boy, the Problem, Isaiah Browner.
It's the Urban Playboy, Pretty Boy Smooth.
This is the Croc Rocket. Nickelback Poppin'. Curls for all the girls. The Perminator, Sam Bale.
This is the more of Irish strong style. The Wild Irish, Riley Rose.
This is Only One Rounder, and you're tuned into.
Now tuned in.
You're not tuned in.
Tune in.
Tuned in.
You're tuned in to
Tune in to Marks with Mike.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Marks with Mikes.
Keep it player.
Enjoy the show.
respectfully.
Now somebody hit my music.
Yo, you already know it's by the sound of my voice. It's right. You want Mr. 6'9" JT back in this piece once again. And of course, I'm joined by the co-host L Cheech. What's going on, Poppy?
TJ, JT, the big guy. What's going on?
Man, nothing per usual. Laying in the cut like a band-aid, trying to make sure I'm cooling it at all times. So we are back at it once again. Episode 300, 300. Got a lot to talk about. We got, of course, the Wrestlemania bill, AEW Big Business. We also have to talk about rumors and news, some TNA news out there, the final boss, The Rock. Dark Side of the Ring is out. They just did their second episode. But, yeah, it's a lot to talk about. I think we should hop right into it. No reason to sit here and procrastinate. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. All right, y'all. So there's a lot to talk about. We got, of course, rumors and news. We got, let's talk about the fact that there is a rumor out there. Well, it's news at this point. So, Miro and CJ Perry, a.k.a. Lana, are getting a divorce after 7 years of marriage. They just decided to mutually split and just be friends. Now, we see this happen all the time, especially within wrestling. Couples break up, they remain friends on the road. Look at Elizabeth and Macho Man. You can go on with other, Karen Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett. They're still together, but remember, she was Karen Angle at one point as well. So we got that. Hopefully everything cool. They're able to bounce back. I just don't want to get drug into a storyline. But it kind of reminds me of what Swerve said on Dynamite. It was like I got a phone number in my pocket or something like that. But anywho, moving on to other news, you got GCW and WWE possibly on a working venture, working together. So we heard today, it broke, that Shayna Baszler is going to be at GCW, Josh Barnett, Bloodsport. So, what was your reaction when you heard that?
I like with Pop, you know what I mean? Because, as we know, to this day, our last AEW female champion, woman champion, was Shayna Baszler. That's huge. And for those that don't remember, that I think this has been brewing for quite some time, you know, because I believe Stephanie McMahon at one point and the owner of GCW had some conversations. I don't know if they portrayed to, you know, what transpired now, but the that venture been in the works for a while, so that just put the pressure. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they going that route too, man. And they got a lot of people that, you know, they're good on the mat, and they could be great at that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shayna Baszler, bro. That's the talk of the day so far today, if you ask me.
Oh no, real talk, real talk. I think that is the talk of the day because that's huge news, man. Like finally we getting to see her inside her element. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you putting a lion back in this jungle with this, right? You know, she caged in the walls of sports entertainment. Now she get to get loose just a little bit with the blood sport. So I can't wait to see what happens with that.
It become a staple of the collective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's huge. You know what I mean? The people that been there involved and them type of matches. You know what I mean? One person that is out there that, you know what I mean, fits the perfect. You know, that will fit perfect will be Nick Nemeth. You know, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, and just to, you know, the segue. He was just announced as the new
co-host of Busted Open, right?
Yeah, Busted Open. Today was his first day, and let's tag the homie in. One punch himself.
Yeah.
We got the homie in
that's
here.
my show. That's my show.
The bodega just holding it down.
Let me get a chopped cheese.
Hey, what you want? Bacon, egg, and cheese? Chopped cheese?
Yes, sir.
With the bev? I got you.
Yeah, man. We just came in. We was tapping in on the big news about Shayna Baszler about to break some bones out there.
Throw them bows. Let's go.
Now, the big thing about that is it's multiple stars, you know what I'm saying, from WWE that's going to be involved in blood sports. So she's just the first to be announced.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's pretty big to me, you know, just being the fact that we got a working relationship with an independent in some type of sort. Matt Cordano, of course, popped up on Twitter, aka X, and you know he tagged WWE as like, is it time or something like that, in that sense. So I think that'll be big, man, especially done the right way and with the right people at the helm. They'll be good. Speaking of people being at the helm, those are news broke that names were revealed inside the Janelle Grant lawsuit. Two other names that were named inside there, one of them being Nick Khan. And of course, TKO spoke out about it. They said that we don't take allegations like this minor. They'll do the investigation. If you actually read, and not that he was involved in actual doing acts, he just knows that somebody was. I guess they're saying that he knew where the money was going to, basically, somewhere along that sense. But you know, people still waiting to drag this out. Stephanie McMahon name was named as well, so we'll see what pops off with this, man. I swear, this McMahon scandal folds every other week, like R. Kelly's trapped in the closet. Like,
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Yeah, part 35, like, you know, everything is like woodworks right now.
Yeah, like Paul Heyman said, they only in the third inning.
Exactly. We at the bottom of the third. We ain't even close the inning. In other rumors and news, man, we also got to talk about this. So it was announced. This is news. It's not even a rumor, but I just want to go ahead and just introduce this rumors and news. But we do know this. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will be going one-on-one July 20th on Saturday, live on Netflix. So check that out, man. Oh, and this is being held at the Cowboys Stadium. So
Dallas?
Yeah. So they are. Hold on, let me make sure I got that right now. AT&T Stadium. Yeah. So they are expecting like a big draw, a big crowd. It's Tyson, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying, whose social media presence is high. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at that, right? So are you expecting this to sell out the whole AT&T Stadium? Because if Tyson is drawing like that, listen, I don't mind seeing another one.
Not necessarily only Tyson, you know.
Right. You talking about like the undercard?
No, you're talking about the card. I mean, we don't even know the undercard.
Right.
Yeah, but the only fight announced is the main event right now.
Yeah, with that being said, with that name, the card is gonna sell. But
sure.
With Logan, you know what I mean? That's Jake Paul. You know what I mean? His following that he has, you know, that's gonna help sell that motherfucker up. And just for the spectacle, you know, to watch it. But it's sad that this is what boxing has become to. You know what I mean? And but he got charisma. You know what I mean? He's the pride and joy of Puerto Rico. You know, we love Jake Paul, man.
Wow, I was like, where are you going with this?
Well, you know that's where he lives. He lives in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they be calling him, you know what I mean?
Really?
The you know what I mean, in Spanish, El Gallo de Dorado. You know, he's the cock of Dorado. Well, the rooster, you know, so not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is huge, man. This is huge. Huge with Tyson. I was watching some of the training videos. I'm like,
but hold on. Oh, huge in what sense?
Okay, it's
money wise or
money
for the boxing.
I'm gonna say money. I'm gonna say for the fact that him coming out at this age boxing, I think he'll probably be the second oldest boxer to box in a sanctioned match. Because Evander Holyfield, last I heard, I think Holyfield had a fight like last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Tyson will be the second oldest. And this is also used for kids who never got to see Tyson fight. Because you got to remember, like, Tyson's best fights were behind him after the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, after the 90s folded, that was pretty much it. Then that's when you got the fights where, you know, he was losing to people that he shouldn't have lost to. But this is big for the people that never got to see that. You know, we got people that are going to be 19 and 20 years old inside that crowd. And Tyson ain't really had a big match. Like, what was it? What was the white dude he faced? And he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to retire. I can't remember.
I remember the last one that he had, which was another joke. It was against Roy Jones.
Yeah, for Triller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, like, for those that are like pure, you know what I mean, boxing fans. And shit,
no, it doesn't do anything for the sport at all. It's
you know
just,
what I mean? Like, those are the ones, you know, that's as I'm seeing it through. You know,
right.
Like, I got a PhD in boxing, but you know what I mean. I love the sport. It's sad that is dead. Pay-per-view is dead. You know what I mean? That's why you got boxing on fucking Netflix. You know, being promoted by a fucking YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's the
right.
real, you know, ain't no hate. You know, we're trying to get that bread. Yo, Jake, shout out Cleveland.
Hey, that's day one. That's day one right there. Hold on, let's check the chat.
Hey,
what's going on?
Shout out, Matt. Shout out.
Bro, that dude, he became like a sex symbol. I don't know. I seen him the other day. I don't know if he was laying on his stomach or on his back, and he was cutting like a promo. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, he's a podcast whore.
I'm like, yo, my man, bro, he look like heel, like with the beard, the ear, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yes. I think we all should take profile pictures like that. What do y'all think?
I'm down for whatever.
Like that sexual chocolate type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with Cody Crybaby shirts on.
What? What they gotta do with that?
Not with a Cody Crybaby shirt on. But since we talking about one of the Paul brothers, we could talk about the other Paul brothers. So the other Paul brother, he was the one that broke the news that it's official like a whistle. It's official like it's official like in Texas.
He credits you at least.
He knows.
We getting ready to get SummerSlam in Cleveland.
Man, say that again.
He said we getting ready to get SummerSlam in Cleveland. So Cleveland, please act right.
How do y'all feel about that? I mean, that's gotta be great, right? I mean, that's gotta be dope.
Yeah. It's definitely dope. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it. And being that it's here, I ain't gotta drive out too far because I drove to SummerSlam last year in Detroit, and now I'm getting ready to drive to Philly for Mania. So I'm not trying to be doing all this driving back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
No, this is cool.
So
it's in the city. Go ahead.
I was gonna say for those the out of town, maybe Matt, Just they make it into town. Where would you advise them to visit? Where to go? 27 Club or Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wherever y'all go, I'll go. Whatever y'all say is a good place to go, let's go. Stop talking about house. Yeah, great.
No,
my milk of magnesia.
No, but I mean, it's really not a lot to do. That's what everyone was saying on the internet. I mean, of course, you got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I advise everybody to go. I went for the first time.
All right. I mean, there's West 6. You got a strip of bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? St. Patrick's Day is some Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, that's just gonna be lit. Rain, slow.
You also got the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Which,
I was gonna say in Canton, yep. Which
is, I mean, I'll take that drive. It's an hour. I can take that drive. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And people are like, well, who wants to drive an hour to the Hall of Fame? So I was like, well, would you visit Cleveland anytime after that? No. So go ahead and just take you feel me? Like, go out there, experience life, touch some grass.
Mi casa, bro. Matt, that's it.
Man. I want some mofongo, man.
Yeah, we got the mofongo.
I want the mofongo. You know what I'm saying? I want the pork. You know what I'm saying?
You like 5.5 hours.
I know y'all do lechon too. Let's do lechon. You know what I'm saying?
You got right here. We got swan. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, come on. See what? That's what I'm saying. I think in every. I think I don't mind swallowing meat. What? No. I think in every city there's always something cool to go look at. You know what I'm saying? Every city's got their own unique thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure if you're a person that likes to go, explore, like there's always gonna be something for you, whether you in Nebraska or Montana.
You be
I mean, you won't see me in those places, but I mean, you know what I'm saying.
On the bright side, it's in Cleveland. Just when you come, you figure it out what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And just enjoy the show, man. And hopefully we'll get a WrestleMania.
Yeah, because I'm never gonna see what the Browns play. That'd be cool to see, even like how well the darkness. Oh shoot.
Yo, and you know what, Schizo? Check this out, bro. I'm not about to get into it live right now, but I will tell y'all this. Go check out Schizo's YouTube page. Go shout out to the new show, Let Them Cook. which
Let him cook.
which he does watch-alongs for the fights, and he reviews the fights. So make sure y'all checking it out. He just did UFC 299. Go check out that video.
Real entertaining guy too.
Yeah, man. Listen, if y'all haven't caught a clip of it, go catch the clip. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Also, we got to talk about this. The Rock not The Rock. Well, The Rock was there too. So we had The Rock and we had Bad Bunny at the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? They was out there doing their thing, presenting two WWE heavyweights. Of course, Bad Bunny being the most selling artist and most generated artist of all time on Spotify. So we got royalty in the building. You know what we had in the building? Also on the wrestling side, we had John Cena. And John Cena had basically showed why you couldn't see him. You know what I'm saying? So John Cena was at the Oscars, and he was supposed to do a reminisce to what happened at the Oscars, like the streaker. The streaker.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, it's a skit, but he comes out there holding the envelope or whatever. You know, it's hilarious. Yeah. He had all the women in the front flabbergasted.
Of course.
But yeah. You know, shout out to John Cena. You know, he out there representing.
He made the women's attitude adjust. You know, he was letting the ladies know the champ is here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So we got that going on. Also, it was announced that Shelton Benjamin.
Hey. What happened? Oh, what happened?
We had Shelton Benjamin, AEW. They had recently had discussions about him potentially appearing for the company. And one Max Caster said, we don't need him, or some type of a statement towards that. And wrestling Twitter beat his ass as such. I've been telling y'all for the longest how I feel about Max Caster, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this, you know, but you know, Max Caster ended up getting jumped online or whatever. And then he proceeds to take a picture with Sammy Guevara, who's been suspended for breaking Jeff Hardy's nose and causing him a concussion.
But wasn't that also any commotion of the fact of the timing of the suspension happened to be when Mercedes Monè is making her debut?
Oh, that could be it. But you know, they said, you know, there was a tweet out there from some years ago, like they made up or something.
No, I mean they made up, but you know how it be, just for the public. But then it's like, man, when I'm here, I don't want that nigga here.
Nah, I feel it kind of like 50 Cent in Game with the pose, the picture shaking hands, and then they right back to beefing. Nah, I get it. But I definitely get it. But speaking of 50, speaking of 50 Cent.
Why, it's getting hot in here?
Nah, I got pissed off.
Oh,
because what you mean for what, man? Power Book 2 on his final season getting canceled? Like,
I didn't hear about it. I mean, you know, I've been busy, so it's getting canceled.
Yeah, they put the final season, and I'm like, why would you end this so soon? Tyreek's so young, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of stuff that he could be doing out there.
Oh, so 50's just ending the show. It's not getting canceled. Stars.
I guess they want to shift to the origins.
Oh well, yeah. So we heard about Ghost and Tommy. That show coming out. Not sure when they gonna film, but they doing casting. So I'm like, with that, I'm cool with that. But we could have still been getting, you know, Tyreek's story and everything. Yeah,
there's still some story to be told.
Yeah, you just gonna end it all? Like, that's it? Mm-hmm. But it is what it is, man.
It's like The Wire. I'm currently almost done with The Wire, and I'm like, damn, like they could have had more stories, but they only ended in season 5.
Yeah, they ended it at season. They could have had more story. It's a couple shows out there like that, like Underground, which was on the not CW, but WGN when it first came out.
Yeah.
One
I mean, we talked about it before on Twitter Space, but Fresh Prince, they only I don't know if they're gonna do a third, but it was wide open for them to do a third. The way they ended the second season.
Oh, for Belair, yeah.
Belair, yeah.
Man, that show when it first came out, I thought it was like a joke, but then I started watching it. It was actually fucking good.
No, dude, that's me and JT and a couple other people were in the Twitter Space, and that's all we were saying. We remember how much of a joke it was, like because somebody made a dramatized version of it, like just fan play, right?
Right.
And then they actually made it into the show, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna work. And then, yeah, sure enough, Uncle Phil, swole. Look at Uncle Phil,
Jeffrey ain't no hoe. Jeffrey.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Jeffrey's like a gangster in there, dude.
Yeah, Jeffrey ain't no hoe.
And then Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv is bad. Matter of fact, bro. So I was like, damn, she looked familiar as hell. And I went back and I was watching Luke Cage, and she was the lawyer. She was one of the lawyer for the son at the barbershop was getting his haircut.
Oh, okay.
And she invited my man Nick Cage out for not Nick Cage,
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage out for coffee. And if you watch Luke Cage,
Luke Cage, Power Man, that series. If you haven't seen that series, I know people talk about Daredevil is good, but Luke Cage is just as good too.
Man, come on, hands
Sweet
down.
Christmas.
It's kind of like what's the name said, like Luke Cage didn't care about nothing that was going on outside of Harlem.
No, he no
at all, man. But let's go ahead and just continue to get this ship moving real quick. So we also got inside the rumors and news with Peg. We know that Sting had his last match at Revolution. Shout out to Sting. Shout out for this dope graphic that someone did on Twitter with the whole
with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, bringing the version of Sting's back. But yeah, this is
that was on the show.
Yeah, that's a good. This is actually really good because Sting has strong
three of them. That's like all three of them at the same time.
Yeah, he got some strong genes. That's all I can say. Like strong features, but we got that going on. We also got, I think, for the last bit of rumors and news, we got AEW Dynasty. So that's official. That's gonna be going down in St. Louis. The first April pay-per-view. So, they bid on their pay-per-views up. And from Dynamite, we end up finding out the first match announced. So the first match announced from that was Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. So what you think about that? Like that being the first match. I mean, this is a match that people have been wanting to see, Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. So what y'all think about that? Y'all think that's going main event? You think it's going to steal the show?
What you think, Cheech?
I mean, if we're talking about, the Ospreay of 2024, and Daniel Bryan that we know he hasn't had a fat match in such a long time. This, my bad. This definitely got a chance to blow the fucking roof out of the building.
Right.
I don't think will be the main event, but on paper, it's like, oh wow, it's great, But Will Ospreay right now, he's doing one of the best work, and he could do it all, from floor to aerial. He switched it up, He worked on his I forgot. The way he, you know what I mean, he reacts to getting hit.
Yeah, like you mean the overall way he presents himself and selling as a wrestler,
on the
like
mic, you know. So
on the mic. Yep.
Yeah, overall, Will Ospreay is that dude. You know what I mean. So it's only right. You know what I mean. They put him with the best.
No,
Facts.
real
I agree with that. I actually think like on paper, hey yo, what's up?
Kill, hops, and chair shots. What's
Shots,
going on?
That's my
guy?
dudes.
What up, guys? Me voy a tomar una corona para esto. Espérate un momento.
Hey. So like basically, I'm just gonna tag on to what Cheech said, and yeah, I agree. It's gonna main event. I mean, it probably won't be the main event, but at the end of the day, I think everyone's gonna be talking about that match. You know.
No, real talk. I'm with it as well. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as they definitely present it the right way.
Yeah.
But we
Salute.
Salute.
Salute. But before we move on to more wrestling rumors and news, I want to make sure I don't forget, because I do have a habit of just moving on. They say Will Ospreay is that dude. I say you damn right.
That's the Will right there.
I say you damn right. Fellas, what's popping? Let's go. Corona shot. Hey, let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do
Corona shots and ball hits. Okay.
SummerSlam, we're here. How did your boy?
Yeah, hey, come through. We outside, bro. We outside like AJ Francis.
Come on.
Real talk. Speaking of AJ Francis, man, AJ Francis was just inside of a celebrity basketball game for gun violence inside the neighborhood.
How did he play?
He played good. My man
played
was
good. Okay.
Look, my man was out there shooting. My man was out there shooting the ball like Thomas Shepard and above the rim.
He had the corduroy pants. He had the corduroy pants on.
No, he didn't have the corduroy pants, but he was out there jacking up.
Yeah, I think he had like 0 assists and shit.
No, 0.
Okay, let's see what he played. Are we talking Eric Dampier? What are we talking about here? Are we talking
Oliver Miller style.
Are we talking Derek Coleman? Are we talking Darren Coleman or?
You're not Derek Coleman. Listen,
Zach Randolph.
No, hold on now. You're going too far with Zach Randolph. Don't do that. Probably like DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know.
After the knee surgery.
I'm gonna say afterwards. I didn't say before, but he was out there. He was putting up some buckets.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, everyone didn't believe that Dusty could play until that clip came out, and then they seen that he could hoop. Like, oh snap! Okay, all right.
Yeah, big boy Dusty be hooping, man.
And he was like the only one trying too. Everyone was like, "Oh shit, Dusty's for real today, y'all."
No, Dusty ain't play that.
Had a triple double.
He said, "Fuck around to find out." But before I go any further, I almost forgot. So we do have two people to celebrate. We gotta celebrate R.I.P. Nate Dogg, who actually passed away on today's date, and we also got to give an RIP to Scott Hall, who passed away yesterday. And that what you see is right there in Miami, Miami,
That's
Florida.
in Miami, yes.
You know, we got the mural right there. You know, Scott Hall meant a lot to Miami, being that, you know, he was out there.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, it was crazy. Like the guy that gave him the proposed the name, the Ramon name.
Yeah.
Was fucking Tito Santana.
Get
really?
out.
Yeah.
Arriba.
Yeah, arriba. It's like I need a name with an R. Yeah, the human hook machine.
Nate Dogg is the yes.
Listen.
Yeah, because that album, I'm sorry, was trash. But...
Come on,
man.
Oh no.
I also want to I know this is not wrestling related, but I also want to give a RIP to Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball.
Yes, we gotta think about
You
that.
know, Dragon Ball, it hits on so many levels culturally. Like a lot of people can relate to Dragon Ball. It was like either their first anime or the anime that got them into anime, and it's referenced everywhere. So I also want to shout out his name too.
No, real talk, man. Like for me, which is crazy because you and I had just had a discussion like weeks ago that I had been binge watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, right.
And I had been binge watching it, and literally I was maybe like 5 episodes until I was finished.
Yo, I got a confession, yo.
What's up?
What's up?
I never seen one episode of Dragon Ball Z in my life.
Yo,
That's okay. But do you know who Goku is?
No, that's the thing. Like you said,
Right, okay, right.
pop culture.
That's how crazy it is. Right.
Yeah, it's like people don't watch wrestling, but they will know who Hulk Hogan is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know,
right.
they passed a level of notoriety that you know. What I mean, you will know the reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know. I heard about the name, you know, but I never really seen him sit down. You know what I mean? And watch the.
Well, I'll tell you what. As a project from me to you, I want you just to binge watch Dragon Ball. I'm gonna say Dragon Ball Z because taking you all the way back to Dragon Ball, it's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? But Dragon Ball is where it's at. If you know hoops, you know Dragon Ball is where it's at. But when Dragon Ball Z come out, it just shifted to a whole different level.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I challenge anybody out there to start watching some anime. Like I'm getting ready to start watching Dragon Ball GT.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to start watching that.
Did you watch Super already?
I haven't watched Super.
Are you gonna go from GT to Super? Are you gonna do GT to Super?
Yeah.
Do you have to watch them in a particular
order? Well,
so
the actual order is Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. That's the OG order. But then people hated Dragon Ball GT, so they X that from the existing canon, and now it goes Dragon Ball Z, then Super.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all available on Hulu now.
Oh,
so, but the most popular version is Dragon Ball Z. It's basically, if I had to compare it to wrestling, it's the Attitude Era of anime. Like Dragon Ball Z is like the Attitude Era.
Dragon Ball Z is like the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
You know, shout out to Vegeta, Piccolo, and Android 18, Android 17, Frieza, Majin Buu, Slim Buu,
Majin Buu, oh snap, Janemba, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know, man. But we get sidetracked. We are. So, you know, but that's on us, you know, because that's the thing. And the other show I'm getting ready to start watching is One Piece from the beginning, and I know it's like
what?
1,000
You gonna do that to yourself? Yo,
yes.
Yo.
I'm gonna do this to myself, bro.
Yo, that's like saying you're gonna go vegan for a year. Oh man, okay. We might have to speak on that too.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk. But getting back into the swing of things, let's talk about it. Let's get into AEW Big Business. So we had Big Business pop up, and it was Big Business, man. It was Big Business. You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than Nino Brown. At the end of the day, this is Big Business, as my man Dom would say. But you had right at the top of the gate, you had Mercedes Monè at the top of the gate kicking off the show. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah, shout out. What did Johnny Gill say? My.
So look good tonight. Yeah. She had that shit on. She had that shit on. You know, it was Big Business, man. You had the elite, the new elite, which is what I'm gonna call them, versus Kingston, Penta, and Neville. Darby Allin versus Jay White. Willow versus Rio, which main evented, which was to me possibly one of the matches of the night, if not the match of the night, next to the Elite. Then you had Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. And then you had Hook.
God.
You had
what do they call themselves? Lion Hook?
We had Lion Hook versus the Gates of Agony.
Yay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Chris Jericho. Sit down, bro. Just sit down.
I will say, as many times as we joke about Chris Jericho, overall though, wrestling wise, like he's probably having the most fun that he's had in his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just being creative, doing different things, not really have to be pressured into a segment, you know. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do something with Hook today and see where it goes, you know. And
now next week we got Hook versus Jericho.
Now we got now we got Hook versus Jericho. So, but in a way, like that's cool, right? Because like that's good for Hook, right?
It's good for Hook, but at the end of the day, bro, like I said, I'm gonna be honest.
We sick and tired of that nigga there. We sick and tired of him.
I'm tired of this motherfucker. Like it's got to the point like people ain't even singing the Judas theme song anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. I kind of felt that way. But then again, I don't know if it was just Boston being Boston, you know. So like, you know, yeah, I don't know if it was just like that, but I do feel like lately in the arenas, they don't hit like they used to.
Nah, not at all. Speaking of hitting, man, we gotta talk about it though, because I think I kind of skipped over it. I did say that Monè debuted it, but I didn't tell y'all that she had that shit on though. Like she came out there swinging, she came out there looking nice. Look at this. She had that shit on, man. Speaking of having that shit on, she has her own merch already. Now the internet.
My gosh, I have not seen this. I have not seen this till right now. They took the Wu-Tang Forever album.
See, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I thought, but the internet thought that it was Puffy's Bad Boy. But the first thing I saw was a Wu-Tang.
No, y'all don't know.
They don't know who. They don't know hoops.
Come on. Anybody knows. Cheech, you thought Wu-Tang Forever, right? When you saw that?
What's the first time I saw that? And
what do you see? You see Wu-Tang Forever, right?
Well, I see both.
You see both with the more money, no problems, and you also see Wu-Tang.
Like all I see is hip hop. You know what I mean? Like the inspiration.
You know what? Let me come back. You're right. Let me come back. You're right. I see her influence is hip hop. I see where she's going with this. Okay, you're right. I might get that shirt now. Get that shirt.
So this is
I don't have a problem. Like not I'm saying like a problem, but it seems that AEW cares more about their channel titles than the actual titles. Because
like the TBS, the TNT.
Yeah, she just literally, made her debut. Came back at the end of the night. A lot of people don't know that she had that feud with Willow Nightingale, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people don't follow that, they won't know. So it might be a swerve, but it seems like that's what they going towards, right? Her fighting for the TBS title, or am I wrong?
No, I mean that they teased it with at the end of the show that's what they're where they're going. I mean it's a smart move. I mean you're going to be with somebody that already knows your style. They kind of already knows how you work. So yeah, what better way to do that than have a run at it?
Like you know what I mean, you spend a lot of money on this female, you know what I mean, and you bring her in, and
Big money. Money.
First fucking feud. She don't close nobody out from the back or whatever. Her first feud is with Willow Nightingale. No disrespect, love me some Willow, but
I mean, but why not though?
it kind of fell flat. I mean, don't get me. They had over 9,000 in there. You know what I mean? So the visuals on TV, it was like, oh shit, okay, AEW back, right? But a lot of walking, it seems, you know. But like people, it was like a back kept secret, you know, because everybody expected for her to be there, you know, and they opened the show and all that shit. But
right,
good for her. You know, let's see what happens, and hopefully, you know, she could have a long career, and that revolution that she speaks of, we'll see it into fruition. But I think her fell flat.
Okay.
No, well, I mean, like, in a way, I see what you're saying because, yeah, it is kind of weird, the whole booking arrangement right now. But did y'all hear the theme song?
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
I was not. Oh man, I'm not feeling the theme song.
I mean,
it's not. I made the comparison on Get Yo. It was sounding like, remember that B Team song? B Team, go go go. It's the same rhythm. CEO, CEO. You know.
Oh, I got you. So
yeah,
I can see that, but after listening to it a few times, I heard Imperium's old theme music.
I read about that. Is that true? Is that it's kind of like a vibe?
Yeah,
vibe? Okay.
No, that's literally copy and paste with CFO.
So what the song? What the song says?
Okay, so CEO.
CEO, and just like chants it over and over and over.
But she's rapping.
Do we have it available? Do we have it available?
It's available. It's available out there.
Okay.
It's available for it's on Apple. I think it hit Spotify, but she's actually rapping on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand on that.
Okay.
And they can get in my DM. You can get in my DM all you want.
Okay. I'm gonna have to listen to her bars. I gotta see. I mean, you know, her uncle's.
So Sammy Guevara wasn't on this show.
What's that?
Sammy Guevara.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Sammy Guevara still suspended until further notice, indefinitely. But yeah, she was spitting.
Got to do with anything.
she was spitting though. But no, big business was nice. Far as overall show, you had Wardlow and Samoa Joe.
That was a good match. Him and Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Hey, that was a real good match. Two big meaty men slapping meat. Pause. I mean, they was out there.
Meat to meat. Meat to meat. Meat to meat. Meat to meat.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? They was out there going meat to meat or whatever. But it was a pretty good match, man. I mean, unfortunately, Wardlow just gonna be Wardlow.
What kind of bullshit was that, bro? They could have finished that shit like somebody interfering and disqualification or count out. You're gonna put this dude that been built like a big ass monster get choked out. Who the fuck booking this shit?
No, facts. I mean, that's what Wardlow cut that promo about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he basically is saying what you're saying. It's like, you know, you guys build me up to reach a level of, you know, world champion level, and then now you guys are just jobbing me here and there, not even putting him on the show. That's basically what he cut that promo about.
I mean, it's literally everything. It's literally everything that he was saying, though.
Right.
Literally, but it's horrible, man. I'm sitting there watching it, and at the end of the match, I'm just looking around the house.
I'm not family, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, man? Like, we gonna book homie. You book him strong one year, then you fall off. Then you MJF. Then nothing comes of that. Then you bring him back for the whole devil thing. Then it's revealed that it's Adam Cole is the devil, and that he's one of Adam Cole's flunkies. His whole career in AEW has been someone's flunky. That's his whole career. Like, am I lying?
No, you're not.
Tell me
and
what
he was swimming at the lake of Minnetonka.
Warlow?
His whole career in AEW, he's been somebody flunky. Think about it. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Well, the way you say it, like flunky, just say what it is. He's been somebody's bitch.
That part. The whole
That's my favorite word. That's my favorite word.
Why you gotta say it? Why you gotta say it like short? No, like his whole career. Like he came in as somebody's bitch.
No,
and now he's somebody's bitch again. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like this is full circle. Now this time he's a little bit of an unhinged bitch. And being that he's an unhinged bitch, he got choked out. And
you know what would have been better? If Samoa Joe just did the muscle buster and he just did the 1, 2, 3 instead of getting choked out made it look worse. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think their whole thing is, well, you know, technically he wasn't pinned, or you know, he never tapped out. He passed. You know, so that's the storyline gonna go with that, and I feel it. I rock with it. I ain't mad at it.
Okay.
The Elite, like I said on Powerbomb Jetsu, which episode actually dropped today, along
the
with
most recent one, right? Yeah,
the most recent one, along with Get Your Podcast, 2 episodes in 1 week. What's going on, man? Back to back.
Hey, you know how the fam does, you know.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin, them, you know, he got so you had the luncheon one that dropped today. And then you had the episode I think that dropped on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
On Tuesday, and then on Tuesday as well, we had Society and Pop Culture 101.
Yep, with the Diddy episode.
The Diddy episode, man. So look, y'all got a whole bunch of podcasts to check out from CCN, but we'll give you more about that later. We ain't ready to make that announcement.
With this plug, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're not ready to make that announcement yet. But with that being said, man, seeing Okada come out and seeing the Young Bucks flip the coin and let it hit the stage before he comes out, I'm not gonna lie, like that's dope as hell. Like,
no. It does hit, yeah.
If that was in a video game or a movie, you'd be saying the same thing. And
where did Cheech go? At the end of the bottom. Okay, no, for me though, like in the beginning, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this, right? Because I thought that Okada was good enough to at least give a chance at WWE, right? And I know that there's a bunch of people that say like, oh, well, you know, Japanese males are not really done well over in WWE. With that being said, like it's a new regime now, right? It's with Triple H,
right?
But I wasn't sure if AEW was too safe of a move, right, for Okada. And I mean, to me, it is. But what they're doing with the Elite and having him come off as like a heel persona with the Bucks, I think it works. Because we're used to seeing Okada as that, like, you know, that kind of superhero over there in Japan. You know, for the market, for the mainstream market, for the USA market, they're kind of knowing him as that kind of like that cocky asshole, right? Because that's what basically the Elites are, right? They're just a bunch of like cocky a-holes,
right?
And so that's just working for everybody.
No, real talk. That I like it. I like it a lot. I also like the fact that man signed for, what was it, 4 billion yen?
Yeah.
No, 2 billion yen, which comes out to like almost 4 million a year.
Yes.
So, you know, that's obviously why people are signing with AEW. Tony Khan ain't sparing no expenses. Okay, he out there. Tony Khan out there writing checks as big as Ted Turner was writing them for WCW, and
Right.
you know that was the same thing with Mercedes Monè. Like with her situation, like it even came out today. Like they were talking about it, and they were saying that, oh well, WWE made a generous offer, but it wasn't that. It was more money that was presented by AEW. It was the opportunity of creative and mental health. And I call cap. I think that Tony Khan threw her Becky Lynch type money. So Tony Khan threw
in a shorter span of time, because I think what WWE is going to do, offer the same amount, but for a longer period. Now she gets that amount in like what 5 or 6 years.
Well, so her contract, so says the internet, because I wasn't there when she signed it. Just want to put that out there. So it's a 5-year deal with the option to opt out at 3.
Yeah, and I was gonna say to me that they expected to sign her, and that's where the storyline started going. You know what I mean, with Bailey. And once they didn't get her, it was like the storyline got fucked. Because as you could see, the press conference, none of the Bailey is like the red-headed, stepchild. You know what I mean? They don't even speak about it. Like, to me, that Mercedes move to AEW fucked that story all up, because what made sense was eventually for either the four horsewoman or
you're talking about with damage control. You're talking about damage control.
Well, I'm saying with the storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're talking about Bailey's storyline in WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. Like that took a turn just because of
because she went to AEW.
Yeah.
No, I mean honestly, like I could see that because they were leaving a bunch of gaps in that storyline for someone to come rescue her. Because all her homies turned on her. And it was like, well, she got one person left, right? Who that's
Charlotte got hurt.
Banks. Yeah, and so like because the whole situation with signing, like it just leaves it kind of a weird spot.
Yeah, which it has, as you can see.
Yeah,
I mean, to me, I think that they were already knowing that she wasn't going to sign for a minute, because when you look at it, they were saying that she had been signed with AEW since December.
Really?
So she's been underneath the contract since December. So says the internet. I wasn't there when she signed these things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need y'all niggas, coming back saying, JT said she signed back in December, and I just read it, and that's not the case. So says the internet, motherfucker. Right? She signed back in December, and she wasn't going to debut until they got to Boston or whatever, which is why he went ahead and did what he did. And to what she said earlier, this was good, because with that being said, it was their biggest crowd since Revolution, right? Other than that, Dynamite and Collision and Rampage crowds have been very slim. We talking like not even cracking over 3,000. So this is big, and I hope that they're allowed to get more big crowds, because that'll be dope. Getting more crowds that size and what have you, like they need that right now. And the thing is, people are always talking about AEW has all these stars, but they can't sell out an arena, which is true. They can't. Right now, a lot of that momentum left when Punk left. So when that happened, unfortunately, people started to veer away from AEW. So we'll see what happens. Maybe in the future, you know what I'm saying, we're able to get bigger sellouts, ratings going over 1 million, but we'll see what happens. But big money, big business, Okada, Mercedes Monè, endless feuds, Will Ospreay. Like, these are big signings. Tony Khan.
Hey, bro. Okay, my bad. Let me see if I. Okay.
What up?
I had a friend of mine. All right, he had a. Let me see. Okay. This is what he said about Monè contract.
What he said?
Stop hyping these mid-carders up. This is the result. She gets paid 7 figures to work like she's 2 years in. Oh, Snoop's cousin? Got it. By the way, she's not blood related by any stretch of the imagination.
Damn. I mean, listen, that's still a cousin at the end of the day. But
I'm saying about the money. Like we was talking about money contract is like people hyping her up.
But she deserves it. She deserves it. She's like, you got to look at her legacy outside the ring too. She's on one of the number 1 shows on Disney Plus, in the Mandalorian. So that's going to continue. That's not going to stop. She ain't been killed off. She has movies coming out. She has her own cosmetic line out. So to me, she deserves every figure of the money that she's getting because she's just not a one trick pony, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
She actually has things out there that she can do outside of just looking pretty and being out there to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? So she's not a one trick pony. So she definitely deserves every bit of the money. And I say give it to her and give her that creative control. But that 6-man tag with Okada and the Elite going up against Death Triangle with the substitute of Kingston. That's cool because that gives us a setup for Okada versus Kingston next week for the Continental Crown. Just the crown by itself.
Right.
You know, we're not talking ROHs and New Japan Strong Tap. So coming in already, and he's getting ready to win the mid-card title. I don't see Okada beating. I don't see Eddie Kingston beating Okada.
Right.
You know, he's fresh. He's in. So I don't see a clean win for Kingston. I could probably see like a disqualification win for him, but I don't see that happening.
Kingston would definitely put up a fight. That's what he's always known for. But in the end, it's going to be Okada.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Rainmaker.
Yeah. So shout out to AEW had a dope show. So shout out to AEW. Shout out to TNA. TNA has some good work. Real quick, I'm just gonna brush by and not too much stand on it. But
all right,
we got for TNA at Rebellion, you got Nick Nemeth going up against Moose for the heavyweight title. Then then you got Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers going up against Speedball Bailey and what's his tag partner's name? Damn, I can't remember. But you got that match coming up. So Rebellion already got their 2 matches out the way. That's gonna be on their card. Oh, here it is. Mike Bailey and what's the name from Mustache Mountain? Trent Seven?
Trent Sevens, yes.
So the name of their team is Speedball Mountain. If you know anything about drugs,
whoa!
I don't
That
think
sound like a drug or something like that.
That's not a good.
Let's get fucked up. Let's do the Speedball Mountain, y'all.
What? Wasn't Speed what Wheeler was on Degrassi when he got real fucked up that time?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
No.
Was it Speed or Adderall?
No, that was acid. It was Carlton.
On the
original Fresh Prince.
Yes,
he was on Speed. He was dancing real fast and everything.
He was trying to find a way to. Well, it was actually Will. The guy gave it to Will because he was staying up late studying
for the
for some test.
Some test or something. Yeah.
And Carlton needed Tylenol. He said, look in the locker. He took the speed pills.
Yeah, he was out there dancing and pop blocking.
He was doing the running man like.
Yeah, Carlton was out there, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But Speedball Mountain, man. So we'll see how that unfolds real quick. let's get to what happened tonight, or should I say between inside the WWE world. So in the WWE world, you had Travis Scott show up on Monday Night Raw in Houston, another sold out show.
Astro World.
Astro World. My man Travis Scott was out there enjoying it.
Jack Boys.
Jack Boys. Had the Jack Boys out there. That was cool. You also had Andrade in the back talking to mommy, which is funny to me because Andrade already has his own mommy back home. So Charlotte, beware, look out.
Oh, Ivan.
Yeah,
what's up, homie?
Shout out to Ivan, Circle of Debate.
Shout out. Check out Circle of Debate.
Out there on the West Coast. West side is the best side. But you had that go on, so I'm not sure how that's gonna unfold. You know what I'm saying? WWE did do something different. They mentioned Rhea Ripley and they showed Buddy Matthews' face. So that's the first.
Look at him.
That's the first. And they also acknowledged Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah.
No.
For what?
So
for what?
Yeah, they acknowledged Sting retirement match too.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, the fourth wall is down, brother. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Triple H and
Illuminati.
Travis
Scott out there. So let me pop up out of this. Hey.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That'd be
the
dope.
LIJ version. Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you. That'd be dope. But let's get to SmackDown real quick, man. So SmackDown was a heavy hitter. You had The Rock opening up the show, and The Rock did not miss whatsoever.
Oh, dude, this was whoo.
Yeah, The Rock don't miss. That's one thing. That's one thing that we can all agree on. The man don't miss. The man cut a 8-minute promo before even going on the show. Cooking Cody Rhodes, cooking Seth Rollins, talking about this man mama. Okay.
Oh my God.
Then The Rock gets out there, and we get Hollywood Rock's theme song back. So that right there and then alone was dope. So you got Hollywood Rock walking out, doing the whole smell thing.
La Roca.
So we got that. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
The sing along with The Rock in Memphis. So he bought it back. This time he wasn't.
Dude, this was so good. The Rock concert.
Yeah. I live for those. When The Rock comes back and does Rock concerts, you know you about to have a good time, man.
Yep.
So the Rock got up there freestyling on the microphone. What they're talking about Cody's mom, and what they're talking about Dusty Rhodes, him being in an accident, talking about cheat condoms and drugs. Like what? But I think my favorite part out of this whole ordeal is when he brought up John Morant.
Dude.
John Morant when he's waving a gun. I love you, John.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like classic rock. Let's get back into these comments. All right. As of right, we're seeing more WWE being more open to knowledge of the companies, as well as now working with UCW, sending Shayna for Bloodsport. Hell yeah, this is just the beginning. Well, at least he bought the Hollywood version of the Rock's theme music. Yeah. So we seeing a lot with that.
Yes.
This is huge. This is huge, man. Seeing that opening of the I don't even want to say forbidden doors, just open borders. How about that? Let's call it open borders. But you had that's going on. So So, Cheech, did you hear everything The Rock was saying about Cody Rhodes?
Well, I was working. I didn't catch the whole thing.
All right, so let me fill you in real quick, Papa. So, The Rock was out there basically, running down Cody, talking about, him crying on Monday Night Raw, saying, "Oh, you can't give the belt to Dusty, but I can give it to my mom," and he starts crying. And from there, the Rock, proceeds to say, "Well, no wonder why, your fans are a bunch of crybaby bitches because you're a crybaby bitch and you're a mama's boy." And The Rock goes on to say, "Hey, you won't be giving that title to your mom. As a matter of fact, the only belt your mom is going to get is the belt around my waist, the people's belt, his weight belt, and it's going to have the blood of Cody's on it." So he's talking directly to his mom through the promo. So I'm old school, you old school. You bringing my mama, we got a squabble, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a squabble. So my whole thing is, for me, the next time the next time Cody Rhodes catches The Rock, he got to check that man the same way Malcolm X checked old boy at the bar.
Nigga, don't you ever in your life say anything against my mother.
There you go.
Oh, man, what are you doing my thing?
Like
there
that. Like you can't continue to let this ride, bro. You really can't.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to talk about me crying. You talking about my dog, Pharaoh, talking about my pops. That's that's one thing. Talking about my wife, you pushing it. You talk about my mama, we gotta fight.
It's fighting words.
Those fighting words. What you say, Cheech?
I'm saying that he went at Seth Rollins too.
Yeah.
I mean,
he went to Seth Rollins as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talked about the title disappearing and how like his wife is more over than him. But for me, like, Seth Rollins is like the side chick inside this whole storyline, to be honest.
He's the thought of the situation.
He's definitely the side chick. Like, we gonna pay you some attention, but right now I'm arguing with my main girl. You don't even matter right now.
You can hang around. You can hang around for a little bit, but
no, the Rock went in, he started talking about Cody and started talking about the family, The Rock. WWE started mentioning the signs in there because, of course, the week before, Cody Rhodes slapped The Rock across the face or whatever. So that was dope. SmackDown in a whole was dope, though. When you talk about SmackDown, let's talk about the fact that, you end up getting this match right here, Bayley versus Dakota Kai, which we know that she can't trust her friends because all four of her friends turned on her, which is sad, but at the same time it's good because we got Dakota Kai wrestling on SmackDown in a one-on-one match.
And Dakota was looking pretty good, like in terms of in-ring movements and everything. Like, it looks like she definitely overtrained and made sure that she was fluent in the ring.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not even gonna hold you. Every time from now on, when I see her wrestle, the first thing I'm looking at is her knees. Like, I'm not looking at nothing else because we know the knees are not like Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, she ain't got knees like So we gotta pay attention. So anytime she's doing a suplex, running, jumping,
because she does those kicks, like those running kicks and everything. Yeah. It put a lot of weight and force on the knees.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That sounds weird when I say it, but
no, it's all right, man. Pause, anyways. But so I'm sitting here. The main event was dope, but I'm not gonna get to that real quick. I'm gonna talk about the in-between matches. So we did have the qualifying matches for the tag team, six-pack tag team ladder match. So 6 teams going for the titles. A lot of people thought that they were going to announce that they were splitting the titles. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
Yeah, it don't seem like it.
But there's always a way to do it. You know, you can always
right.
Well, there's a will. There's a way. You can do it. But we had the Heartthrobs.
Okay. Los Lotharios.
Los Lotharios going up against LWO. Los Lotharios win. I'm not going that finisher they got. It's
nice. It's really nice.
Yo, that's dope. Like they basically take the person's body and yeet them in the air, and the Angel Garza comes out of nowhere and just kicks them in the stomach as they're falling. I'm like, yo, that's on some Mortal Kombat combo like finisher move right there. Like that was
right.
Dope. So they end up winning that match, and then later on, Santos Escobar ends up having a match with Dragon Lee. Escobar ends up winning the match. Rey Mysterio comes out. He challenges Escobar to a one-on-one match.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I like seeing Rey back. Would I rather him have an actual meaningful feud at WrestleMania? Because I'm not gonna lie, when these injuries come up, they take a little bit of flair out of the storyline. Right?
Oh yeah, facts.
So, you know, and then it's like, what do we do at WrestleMania? Do we have LWO versus El Legado del Fantasma? Like, do we have that?
I think that's the common shit. I remember at one point they were trying to go. I don't know if a baseball team ended up doing it or something about having the most masked wrestler. I mean, like mask in the crowd.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to do it when Rey and Sin Cara or the other. I think it was Sin Cara. I could be wrong.
I think it was Kalisto.
Kalisto?
Yeah, Kalisto. Little Dragon.
But then again, Escobar used to rock a mask too, so maybe he come out with it. But a match against them two at WrestleMania, I think that'll be great. That would be a great match.
Oh yeah,
same
for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's gonna be dope. But even if they did and got everyone involved, had like a 5-on-5 match or a 4-on-4, however you want to do it, I think that'll be cool too. You know, just to help out with WrestleMania. But like I was saying, for the 6-pack challenge, this is what you got. Mystery teams. We don't know who's going to be in it yet. We just know that the people that advanced tonight was Los Luceros and Pretty Deadly. Those are only two teams that advanced on the SmackDown side, so they're not actually in the match. They got another match to get to the match.
They could just advance, basically. Right?
Yeah. Many people are complaining that this story is boring. Come on now. How do you build a story? How do you build a story needed to build up, relax, tranquilo? Eventually they will get down, possibly next Friday. Who knows? Yeah, I think like it's going. You're gonna get the one-on-one match for sure on SmackDown, and then you'll get like the battle of the families at WrestleMania.
I mean, I can see that depending on the SmackDown that they will be at. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. We almost there, y'all. Hold up. So
no problem. We can do this.
That's the bracket that we got. So we know that New Catch Republic. So whoever wins out of this New Catch Republic and Legado del Fantasma, they will be added to the match officially. I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna do this because it's not really in a lot of weeks left until WrestleMania. So
right, yeah.
We also found out that we got a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Logan Paul going up against these two guys here. Randy Orton and KO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the U.S. title. It was announced by Nick Aldis. And then we found out that we have LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, I think we all kind of knew that, right?
Yeah. We all knew that. I'm happy that this is finally happening.
Yeah.
We're finally gonna get that up out the way. But SmackDown in a whole, man, it was a nice show. It was a real good show. SmackDown again, another sellout, 8th consecutive TV sellout.
Ooh, in Memphis too.
So the crowd was chanting "whoop that trick," and immediately, like, the people who were not outside the wrestling bubble thought that it was about Trick Williams, but they're in Memphis,
right?
And they're at where the Memphis Grizzlies play basketball.
Oh, you're right.
You watch Memphis Grizzlies play basketball on ESPN or TNT or ABC, you know that the crowd chants.
That's what they chant, yeah.
So, and it was ironic because they chanted it when The Rock mentioned the belt about giving Cody Mom the belt. They're like,
right.
I was like, now we advocating violence here? Like, what are we doing here?
Dude.
What are we doing? What are we doing at this point, man? Like, seriously. But no, SmackDown was a hell of a show, man. It was a hell of a show. WrestleMania is shaping up to be a really big card. Hey, this is big business. This is bigger than Nino Brown, bigger than me, bigger than everybody else.
Right.
All right. So last thing I'm gonna say is, Mercedes Monè caught a lot of flack backstage. So says the internet. I wasn't there. That she says, I know I'm going back there one day, so it's not over. Like I said, I have unfinished business. So some people feel like, that she's using this place for the money grab and not so much as making it your home. What do you think? Like, I'm here for the money too. God damn it! Like,
yeah, I feel like it's half true, right? Like, I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? You go somewhere and then you build yourself up.
That's the way it's been done.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cody.
Look at Cody. Look at anybody who's ever left from the Fed and went to WCW and came back. You know what I'm saying? Look at anybody who left WWE, went to TNA and came back. Exactly. How long wait? TNA money wasn't long like that. So I'm just gonna keep it WWE and WCW.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's money grab, call it what you want to, but let that girl do what she's doing, man. Get paid. Get paid. Last thing before I pop up out of here, tomorrow your boy is going to be in Columbus. Be there for Ohio Wrestling Alliance Bruise and Body Slam. We got the fashion icons John Lee Kurt versus Jeffrey John. Wes Barkley going up against Eli Isom. We got gorgeous Morgan Taylor going up against Sean Mason. Keep your eyes on these two. Keep your eyes on Sean Mason as well, man. Boy out there doing good work. You got Derek Dillinger going up against Don't Die Mouse. You also got PB Smooth on the card. You got Jocelyn Navarro on the card.
You got Bishop.
I think Bishop's on the card. I don't have all the slides for the whole entire event because I wasn't able to load up all the stuff. Yeah, but it's gonna be nice, man. I'll be out there. It's the show. The show starts. Show starts at 3 p.m. So, so I'll be back in Cleveland by like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be good. Wrestlemaina, last little thing I'm gonna say before I get up out of here. Wrestlemaina is gonna be dope. There's more names in the slides that I have. We got Almost. The guest of honor is gonna be Cedric. Sorry, the guest of honor is gonna be Shelton Benjamin. This is the second time tonight. God damn it. We got Samantha Irvin and Ricochet. They're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Shasa McKenzie, she's gonna be there.
Oh, cool.
AJ Francis, Myron Reed, Alex Kane, Metaphor's gonna be there in the hole. Yes.
Oh, Metaphor, damn.
Willow Nightingale's gonna be there.
Of course.
Guys, there's so many names that I'm missing. That next show, I promise y'all, I'm gonna have everything ready for y'all.
Okay.
But I don't know. What you think, man? You think it's about that time?
I think it's about that time.
What you think, Cheech?
Mine is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Hey, look! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
Hell no.
Listen, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, listening. Number one, listen. Too much negative energy can have you unbalanced mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally.
Oh.
Can I encourage y'all to spread more positive vibes? It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic in that message. It could be as easy as doing a good gesture, whether that be opening the door for somebody, or if you will, walking them across the street, or maybe picking up their groceries. You can do that, or you can make it easy on yourself, and you can go to watermaneuver.net to spread these positive vibes by clicking on Marks with Mikes and getting that positive vibes apparel. You ain't got to get it for yourself. Get it for someone who may be going through something. Okay, maybe them looking at the message on that shirt can be a step of inspiration, as they say. Maybe for the first time in a long time, you were able to actually clock in at work on time. Maybe for the first time in a long time, you were actually able to fill your car up with $20. Or maybe for the first time in a long time, you were able to say, I'm going to WrestleMania.
Right.
Whatever it may be, spread more positive vibes. And to go ahead and close this out, all hearts and minds are clear. It's not tricking if you got it. But if you got it, it's not tricking.
Come on.
So with that note, we say good night. We'll see y'all next time. And thank y'all for tuning in. Episode 300.
Shout out y'all.
Shout out to you.
Hey, appreciate it.
We will catch y'all next go round. As the kids say in the streets, deuces, ooses. And we are out.